The rescheduled Lincoln game in May 1982 was a playoff in all but name. If Lincoln City won, they would steal the final promotion spot. Fulham, on the other hand, only needed a draw to escape Division 3. In front of over 20,000 at a packed Craven Cottage, a bloodied Roger Brown rose to head home Tony Gale's free kick for that vital point.
I remember very little about the game apart from that we were absolutely hammered by Lincoln on the evening, and the last 15-20 minutes of the game, when it had gone to 1-1, they threw everything in the kitchen sink at us. They hit the bar, they hit the post, they had goal line clearances, and in the end we held on for the result to get us promotion. And that night, although it wasn't pretty stuff, I think it may have been one of the only games that everybody sort of rolled their sleeves up and just got stuck in to get the result.
Well, I remember the build up to that game because it was crucial, wasn't it? We were, I think, Lincoln and us we were 1 point better off, and if Lincoln would have won, we'd have stayed down, and we only needed a draw. And Roger Brown was a great player. Roger Brown, great to have in your team, and always scored the odd goal, And I remember his blood pouring down his face, and he just got up, and you knew when he went up for the header that he was going to score it.
It was something that we'd worked on in training, and once again I think it was a situation whereby Dean Coney and Roger Brown worked out a movement whereby one of them blocked the other markers off, and it worked. And to be perfectly honest with you, for Roger to score the goal that everybody would remember to get us promotion was absolutely marvellous, because the battle that he'd had in previous games and that night with Tony Cunningham, if you saw, well, people have seen the pictures of Roger with blood all over his head, all over his face. He threw his heart and soul into every challenge in the air, and there was elbows, there was shoulders, there was everything going in from the pair of them, and it was a battle that I wouldn't have wanted to have endured for 90 minutes, but Roger came out on top, and once again he showed what a character and a strong player he was to take that sort of stick for an hour, 70 minutes, come back and score a goal.
Of course, every book that you buy from Fulham has got that scene on the balcony, and fortunately or unfortunately, I'm drinking champagne while the others are jumping up and down. But I remember it just for the excitement of it from the Fulham fans. I mean, it had been a long time since they'd celebrated anything, and that was a memorable night.
They were by far the better team, but we got the result that we needed, and it was a good result for the supporters as well, because the support that we'd had that year was tremendous. I think we averaged something in the region of 14,500 throughout the season, which, considering the season before we were sort of getting 5,500, is a testimony to the supporters of the club. He's one of the tremendous players at the club. I've got the greatest respect for Roger Brown.